Runadium runs. We did 3 runs, but this was the one with most health, so I'm gonna show this one. Keep in mind that I'm gonna be slowing down at some point, so to explain what is going on. If you have assassin with good gear or good gear Templar or Gladi with very high damage output, you can give everything you have here. No need to use Sword of Quickness unless you're very low damage group. So just start with doing Freezing Wind. Don't forget to use potions and Refracting Shard. It's really important you don't drop your mana down, especially in the beginning, because you're just gonna slow down the DPS. And you don't want that. You want to very fast run, especially if you plan on doing like few in a row, because we usually do like 2, 3, 4 in a row for 1 hour. Use Boon Piece whenever it is ready, so you decrease the aggro from the boss, because as a sorcerer you're gonna be getting a lot of aggro. Depending on what is tanking, you may get the aggro from the boss temporary or permanently. So you want to avoid the permanent thing at least. Also, um, make sure to use the scrolls, because at the moment, as you see, I am without scrolls for a brief amount of time, and it is not good. You're losing damage, and your refracting shard is also slower. If you have DP from before that, better not use it until the clone stage. You will want to burst fast the clones. We have pretty high damage in this group, so it's not really necessary for me. Okay, simplification focus with winter binding for the ads to CC them, and if you can, Etherhold. You need to log them as much as you can, so you receive the least damage you can. Also, when you have like mob, uh, which is melee, and you have assassin or bloody or very high damage tank, you can leave the mob at least like 50%, um, and he will kill it. If the cleric can heal alone, the chanter can help with the mob to the assassin, so it should be fine. Okay, really important. Make sure when you get the aggro from the boss, inform your group in TeamSpeak or whatever voice chat you're using. Okay, you see the white blinking dot on the ground? There is the place the boss is going to port. Make sure to say this in the TeamSpeak so everyone knows. Also, when the boss gets porting down, make sure to go behind it if you are the one with the aggro, so the rest of the group don't get the AoE damage. When the clone stage come, you have to have the brands in your bar or hotbinds. No need to look them up. Actually, it's better if you don't look them up and you just look about the brands. The leader of the party, unless you are the leader of the party, will be marking the clones, so just watch carefully your radar where your target is and go close to it and start bursting. Okay, like here at the moment, you see Misui where it's standing near Sharur. Not really a good idea, because Sharur can be getting the EOEs from Misui. Normally on clone stage, Cleric and Chanter are tanking the clones besides the main one. If there is a tank, he can aggro one or two of the clones, or every clone with the heal for the 3 targets. I mean, himself and 2 other. But not really a good idea, because he may die from instant kill almost, unless he has like really high HP. If he's in DPS setup, that would not be the case. And I said about saving DPS. As you saw, I used one already. I'm gonna yeah, see, yeah, I'm using second one. So you can just use both of those here on if you have two iterative spells. After the stage on the third stage, you can either pop jelly or just save it for next run. No need to use everything on clones, but it's better to if you have low DPS. We have room for a little slack, a little mistakes because we have pretty insane damage and nice, very nice healer. When you are close to the boss, make sure you're behind him because the actually the big damage from the UEs are frontal, so stay behind the boss. Try to avoid damage. If you see some mob is chasing you, just run around. Don't let it hit you continuously because they do a lot of damage. And for example, if they hit you with skill and then one auto attack, if the boss hits you with auto attack or AoE, you're dead. And this slows down very much the run because either the cleric will have to res you or the chanter will have to res you and it will not be good. When you're not with the aggro, make sure you move as far as you can from the one with the aggro so you don't get the place interrupted. When you see the teleporting skill on the boss, which will be any yeah, here it is. There is a blinking light on the ground. Just go away from it so you don't get damaged. And if you're the one with the aggro, go behind the boss. It's important so your group doesn't get the AoE, frontal AoE damage, which is pretty huge. It's time for the fear. Normally, it's after 50%, but we have too high damage and heal the fear too late. You have to stay in the middle circle, not the inner one, not the outer. Meaning you have to stay where, for me, it's lighter gray. If you stay inside, you will get your group cleared probably. And if you stay outside on the outer dark circle, you're just gonna go in the lava and die. After that comes the fear, the stone, sorry. This is the time to use magic assist. Just burst as much as you can. You will also have it for the ads like I do now. You can just CC them and burst through them fast. This is time when you have to use quickness, spell stopping, whatever. Just stay as much as you can, alive. And yeah, lock down on the ads like now either hold so you don't get much damage from the ads. Well, not only you but the whoever from the group. And kill the boss really fast after that because if he goes down like this, uh, if you don't see it, problem. You have to pray. Um, thing is that if you're in voice chat like TeamSpeak, someone from the TeamSpeak can tell you, okay, I'm about to do something really stupid. I should have targeted that giant mob and root it, or at least move a bit sideways and root the mob on the left. So I don't get the damage from the ads and the boss at the same time because this was just really stupid bet from my side. Anyway, the second skill was almost instant kill, so nothing to do there. Run is done and